Yes, good day to you guys, and in this video, we will talk about the 7 qualities of a highly successful entrepreneur. Understand that all of the qualities you will see in this video are based on results. Based on my own experience building businesses for almost 2 decades, mentoring thousands of people from zero to millionaires, from millionaires to multi-millionaires. And because of my skill set, I also have the privilege to mentor and connect with billionaires as well, including executives and high-performance leaders. And maybe you already have some of the qualities we will talk about. But the good news is, you can build and develop all of it. So again, we will talk about the 7 qualities of highly successful entrepreneur. And let's start with number 1. Mindfulness and responsibility. Now, to give you an idea, since it's really easy to start a business now, you have to be excellent. You have to be good at what you do. You have to have an amazing product. You have to serve people. You have to serve your employees. You have to have an amazing culture if you want to be highly successful. Mind you, we are talking about success here. We are not talking about just earning a little bit of money. We are not talking about extra income, small income. We are talking about success. Success as an entrepreneur. So it's very important that you are excellent. So how do you build excellence then? It's the combination of mindfulness and responsibility. So ganito itsura niyan, guys. This is mindful. This is responsible. Okay, so if you want to be successful, this is exactly what you want. Now, what does that mean? Of course, being responsible means that you have to keep your word. Dapat marunong kang tumupad sa usapan. And even if you are not yet an entrepreneur, maybe you are an aspiring entrepreneur, dapat marunong kang tumupad sa usapan. Kasi hindi ka makakapag-build ng brand, ng business, kung hindi ka tumutupad sa usapan. Kung hindi ka nagbabayad ng utang, kung lagi kang late, kung hindi ka responsable. So responsible means that you show up. Because again, regardless of the business model, regardless of the products, if you are not showing up as the owner, if you are not showing up as an entrepreneur, kahit gaano kaganda negosyo mo, walang mangyayari. Basically, you have to be responsible for all the things that you know you must do, you know you can do. And the main reason why, ang daming hindi makapagsimula ng negosyo, kasi paulit-ulit mo sinasabi, maybe every day, that you will start your own business. You will start a new career. You will start creating more content. You will study marketing, sales funnels. Maybe you will build your own website, manage your data. And again, just starting the business. Paulit-ulit mo sinasabi, alam mong kaya mong gawin, alam mong pwede mong gawin, alam mong dapat mong gawin, at gustong-gusto mong gawin, pero hanggang ngayon hindi mo ginagawa. Because again, you are not responsible enough to just show up for yourself. And that's the reality. Walang masimulan kasi irresponsable. Walang masimulan kasi sarili mo, hindi mo kayang i-handle. So you just have to show up. Kailangan mo lang gawin yung mga bagay na dapat mong gawin, kaya mong gawin, at pwede mong gawin. That's it. But the bigger question here is, Sir MJ, ano nga ba yung dapat kong gawin? Because you may seem to think that you are already responsible. Pwedeng sa utak mo, you are doing 100% of the task. Because maybe you are not yet mindful, ano ba yung dapat mong gawin? And that's the problem here. A lot of people will say, Sir MJ, nagawa ko naman yung dapat kong gawin. Maybe yun yung sa tingin mo, sa utak mo, dapat mong gawin. Kasi baka hindi ka pa mindful, ano yung totoong dapat mong gawin. So it means that if you are mindful, and you are responsible, you are showing up every day, you will then build excellence. Now, saan ka ba dapat mindful? Number 1, dapat mindful ka sa sarili mo. Mindful ka sa galaw mo, mindful ka sa beliefs mo, mindful ka sa paraan ng pag-iisip, your thought patterns, your emotional patterns, your pattern of actions. Dapat mindful ka para alam mo ano yung mga bagay na dapat maging responsable ka. Dapat mindful tayo sa market na meron tayo, no? Sa mga customers natin. Because this happened a lot. Ang daming negosyanteng lumalapit sa akin, and most of that time, they are even crying because they are working really hard. Like hard as At alam ko, ramdam na ramdam kong totoong nagpapagod sila, totoong nag-e-effort sila, totoong binibigay nila yung lahat nila. Ito problema. Binigay mo ng lahat, hindi mo pa rin makuha yung gusto mo. Kasi nga, hindi ka mindful, ano yung dapat mo pang gawin. So, akala mo, yun na yung lahat. One of the most common examples is they will tell me, Sir MJ, maganda naman yung product. Nagko-content naman kami. Binabayaran naman namin ng tama yung mga empleyado namin. Kinakausap naman namin lagi. Tinetraining naman namin. Pero bakit ganon? Bakit hindi sila sumusunod? Kahit pasweldohin namin ng maganda, bigyan pa namin ng bonus, wala pa rin magandang nangyayari. Hindi pa rin sila consistent. Okay, so patingin ako ng data about their sales, their performance, their conversion rate. From the leads, ilan yung nako-convert natin? From the conversion, ilan yung nafa-follow up? Nakakapag-build ba tayo ng relationship? Tapos bigyan nyo ako ng idea sa kultura ng company. How did you communicate? Ano yung leadership system nyo? And they would say, Sir MJ, parang wala kami nun. Parang wala kaming data. Basta may pumapasok na pera, may lumalabas na pera. At pag may natera, ibig sabihin kumikita kami. So maybe you are doing your all, but you are not mindful with all the data that you have to gather in your company. And that's one of the most common problems we encounter in mentoring and coaching people. So again, you have to be mindful with your business. Mindful ka sa lahat ng dapat mong gawin, dapat mong i-develop, para masabi mong 100% responsible ka. Kasi yung i-discuss natin yan, di ba? May mga several stages yung business, no? Pwedeng basic lang tayo, ha? Pwedeng ang stage 1 is just starting the business. And for you to actually start, you have to be responsible. You have to be mindful. Anong negosyo yung sisimulan mo? Magkano yung budget mo? Ano yung skills na meron ka? Ano lang yung kaya mo? And of course, you have to survive the business. Ito yung survival mode. Hindi ka makabayad ng renta. O baka wala ka pang office, hindi ka makapagpasweldo. O baka kahit sarili mo, hindi mo mapasweldo. Baka kahit wala ka pang employee, hindi ka kumikita. Kailangan at some point, mag-break even ka. Pag nakaka-survive ka na, this is the time to have profits. Dapat kumikita ka na ng konti. Pag kumikita ka na ng konti, syempre kailangan mo na magdagdag ng employees. So this is where you expand. As you expand, of course, you have to systematize everything. Kasi habang dumadami yung employees mo, kailangan mo mag-build ng sistema, kailangan mo mag-build ng SOPs, kailangan mong i-measure yung tamang metrics para ma-expand natin yung negosyo. So basically, in all these steps, in all these stages, you have to be responsible. You have to be mindful. At napansin ko, yung mga magagaling na negosyante, hindi lang sila basta mindful sa buong sistema. Every single day, they are mindful. Mindful sila kung okay pa ba yung mga empleyado nila. Mindful sila, responsable sila kung okay pa ba yung stocks nila, okay ba yung mga tao, okay ba yung sistema. Alam nila yung dapat at hindi dapat. Excellence. And that is excellence. Hindi ka lang basta excellent sa office. Excellent ka every single day. So that's mindfulness and responsibility. Number 2, 100% clarity. And I had been talking about clarity over and over because a lot of people still don't have clarity. Ano bang ibig sabihin ng 100% clarity? Number 1, you know exactly what you want. As an individual, dapat alam mo sa sarili mo kung ano yung gusto mo. Now, of course, we want to talk about serving people, creating value to a lot of people. But before we can do that, you have to know that you will be rewarded for the discipline, for the mindfulness, for the responsibility. Dapat alam pa rin natin sa sarili natin na teka, may magandang pupuntahan to sa personal na buhay natin. Na dapat alam mo na kaya mong tulungan yung sarili mo kasi hindi ka makakatulong sa ibang tao, hindi ka makakapag-serve sa ibang tao kung yung sarili mo hindi mo kayang tulungan. That is why you have to know exactly what you want. Next, you have to know who you have to become to get what you want. The identity, the self-image. So, alam mo na ngayon yung what, alam mo na yung mga material, yung mga bagay na tangible, intangible naman tayo dito. And the good news is, there's a specific video talking about this particular framework. And I think the title of the video is 300% framework. So, hanapin nyo na lang, guys. And of course, why? Your purpose. Para saan? Para kanino? So, this right here in the middle, yan, nasa gitna na yan, that's 100% clarity. Kilala mo yung sarili mo, alam mo yung gusto mo, alam mo kung bakit mo siya ginagawa. Alam mo yung gusto mo, alam mo yung dapat na maging ikaw, at dahil mahirap i-develop yung self-image, mahirap magbago, dapat alam mo yung purpose mo. Now, the thing is, this is on a personal level. Like, this is you right here. But when you build the business, whatever is happening in your business, in your career, is a reflection of who you are. So, ibig sabihin, kung wala kang clarity, pati customers mo, hindi rin magiging klaro ano bang binebenta mo, ano bang negosyo mo. Kasi kung wala kang clarity as an entrepreneur, malamang sa malamang, yung mga empleyado mo, wala rin clarity. Hindi nila alam yung gagawin nila, hindi nila alam kung sino sila as an employee, hindi nila alam kung anong kumpanya yung pinasok nila kasi yung mismong may-ari, walang clarity. So, ibig sabihin, it's very important that on a personal level, you have 100% clarity with what you want, who you want to become, and why. So that, in order to expand to the next level right here, so ang una natin titingnan dito, dapat klaro din yung tinatawag nating inner circle or what we call your team or employees. Bakit ko binaliktad? Hindi pala nila mababasa, ano? Employees, right? Or maybe we can say your leaders. Dapat malinaw sa inner circle mo, sa team mo, sa employees mo, kung ano yung gusto nila. Ang tawag dyan, guys, individual goal. At alam din ng lahat yung tinatawag na common goal. At alam nila yung vision. Okay? So we have three elements right there. The vision, saan papunta. The common goal, goal means it's measurable, nasusukat siya, there's a number, and there's a deadline. So ano yung specific target, daily, weekly, monthly, para makarating dun sa vision? That's the common goal. Goal ng kabuuan. At individual goal, syempre dapat alam nila what's in it for them kung tatrabahuhin nila to, kung gagalingan nila, kung saseryosohin nila. At dapat malinaw sa team, sino sila as a person, and who they have to become in the company itself. Pag nasa operation sila, malinaw kung sino sila. Kapag nasa logistics sila, malinaw. Pag manager sila, malinaw. Kapag nasa sales sila, malinaw yung trabaho nila. It has to be clear. At malinaw din, bakit natin to ginagawa? Bakit tayo nagpapagod? Bakit tayo nagpapakahirap? The vision, the goals, na related sa specific why nila. Pwedeng family nila, mahal nila sa buhay, or maybe gusto nilang putulin yung kahirapan ng family. Either way, lahat yan may malinaw na why. And of course, we have to expand this to what we call clients. Yan. Or customers, ano ba spelling? Customers. O o U? O? O. Ayan. Customers. Hindi ata yung N ko. Consumers. Ayan. Or what we call the marketplace, no? Market. So basically, if you have clarity, mabibigyan mo rin ng clarity yung team mo, yung inner circle mo, yung makakatulong mo sa pagpapalaki ng negosyo mo. At kapag malinaw yan, magiging malinaw din yung way mo ng pagko-communicate ng products, ng benefits, ng offers mo. So magkakaroon din ng linaw ngayon yung mga customers, ano bang binabayaran nila, ano bang binibili nila. Kasi kaya hindi tayo makabenta, hindi klaro. Kaya nahihirapan kang magbenta. Nag-overthink na nga yung kliyente. May duda na nga yung kliyente. Wala na nga tiwala yung kliyente or customers natin. Tapos lalo pa silang nalilito sa kung ano ba yung ino-offer mo. Lalo silang nalilito kung ano ba yung produkto mo. Kasi nga, walang clarity yung team at ikaw as an owner, wala ka rin clarity. So it's really important that you are 100% clear. Ang kagandahan dito, nawawala yung comparison. Hindi mo ikukumpara yung negosyo mo sa negosyo ng ibang tao kasi malinaw ka kung sino ka. Malinaw ka sa posisyon mo sa marketplace. It's clear to you who are the people you wanna serve. So that's 100% clarity. Now, number 3, mental toughness. So, matibay ang utak. So, basically, sobrang tibay. And I'm here to tell you as an entrepreneur, you will face a lot of challenges. You will face struggles. You will sacrifice and still fail. And then sacrifice again. And then face more challenges. And then struggle even more. And then fail again. And you may seem to think, tapos na, sagad na, dapang-dapa ka na, may idadapa pa pala. And here's the reality. This is something na na-experience ko rin before. This is something na na-experience ng mga mini-mentor ko, na pinagdaanan na naming lahat, especially those who are hyper-successful, highly successful. And to those of you who will start as an employee or someone na may career or may trabaho or may ibang ginagawa, maybe at some point, you started in this mountain, no? You are at the peak of your career. Yun na yung pinakasagad sa trabaho mo or sa ginagawa mo at akala mo, you are on top of the food chain. And the problem with most people is, the main reason why hindi nila ma-achieve yung goal nila, which is this mountain, kasi gusto nilang talunin. Gusto nila ng shortcut. Kaya sila nai-scam, kaya sila naloloko. They want a shortcut. Hindi naman sila sa Spider-Man. So you have to understand that if you wanna reach the next level success, the next goal, you have to build the next level you. So the moment na hihilingin mong makuha to, dalawa yung pwedeng mangyari. Bababa ka sa bundok na to para magsimula ulit or ibababa ka ng buhay. Either you start over and have the humility to begin again or life will humble you. Life will push you hard para bumaba ka. Kasi wala kang choice. Para akyatin mo tong next level na to, kailangan mong bumaba. The good news is, bago ka makarating dito sa tuktok, may mga tao kang mamimit na kagaya mo. Alright? Nagaling din dito. At sila yung makakasama mo pag akyat dito sa bundok na to. And you will share the same experience. So maybe this is you as an employee or a freelancer and then now starting to build your business. And of course, there's the next goal. Maybe a bigger business, expansion, group of companies. Of course, this is a bigger mountain to climb. It's a bigger goal. And maybe, dati mo na siyang gusto, dati mo na siyang nakikita. What will happen? Either, bababa ka ng bundok again, or ibababa ka ng buhay. And this fall right here is harder. This is much more painful. Kasi mas mataas yung huhulugan mo eh. Mas mabigat yung huhulugan mo. But the idea is, you will again meet more and more people here. People like you. Now, here's the reality. The hard part is there will be people here na hindi bababa, na ayaw bumaba. Na probably nakasama mo dito, nakasama mo sa tuktok, pero hindi mo na makakasama sa next level success. You have to learn how to let go, and that's mental toughness. You have to think beyond how you feel. That's mental toughness. You have to understand na kahit gaano kabigat, you have to let go of people. People who will no longer serve the next level success. People who are trying to pull you down. And mind you, pag unti-unti ka nang bumababa dito, itutula ka pa nila pababa. Diyan mo makikilala ang ugali ng mga tao. And the good news is, in this level right here, this is where we share the truth. This is where we share humility. Kasi dito mo malalaman yung totoo. Dito, sa taas, hindi mo malalaman ng totoo. Malalaman mo ang realidad, ang totoo, kapag bumagsak ka na. Ano yung totoo? Yung totoo mong kaibigan? Yung mga taong totoong makakasama mo sa huli? Yung mga taong totoong pwede mong pagkatiwalaan? At yung totoong ikaw? This will filter everything. Why? Because for you to reach the next level success, kailangan mo talaga magbawas ng tao. At kailangan mo magdagdag. Because this mountain is harder to climb. You need a group of leaders. People like you. People you can trust with your life. Leaders who will ride or die with you. Now, of course, and this right here is another journey for growth, learning, and transformation. So kung titingnan natin yung graph dito, yung mga gap dyan, this right there, right? That's your transformation. That's your next level. Nakakaangat ka na talaga. Not because umangat ka sa buhay, but because of the process you've been through. The challenges you've been through. Yung mga problemang nasolve mo, yung mga challenges na nalampasan mo. Now, you may seem to think that you have the best team, you have the best company now, you are earning a lot of freaking money here. Here's the good news. There's another mountain to climb. A bigger mountain. So what will happen? Now you can stop here. You can stop here. But if you want to build a legacy, bababa at bababa ka. Again, this is a pattern. Now, how do I know all this? Because I've been through this process over and over. Ako mismo, at pabalik-balik ako dyan, nanunundo ng mga tao. Because I am helping people from here to here, from here to here, from here to here. So I know the map, I know what to do. I've been through all this over and over. That is why, in this level right here, this is where I build what we call communities. I have a community of people who are here, who want to climb here. I have a community of mentees and students who are here, who are willing to help people here. So may mga kasama tayo sa community ng Ultimate Mastery, guys, na galing dito, bumaba dito, umakyat dito, bumaba dito, umakyat dito, bumaba dito. At ang kagandahan, everyone is in their journey towards their next level success. Yun ang nakakatawa. And there are people who are already on top of what they do, who are already in the process. And that's the community that you want if you want to build mental toughness. Now, here's another idea. Because as an entrepreneur, we want to build positive impact, no? So, your toughness equals impact. So if you have a strong mind, so this means strong, you will also have an equivalent impact. An equivalent strong positive impact. So if you have a strong mind, you will have a strong positive impact. Okay? If you have a weak mind, you will have a weak and extremely negative impact. If you are a weak person, hindi rin maganda yung impact mo sa tao. And this means, regardless of the money, people can smell weakness. People can smell insecurity. People can smell fear and ego. So being famous in social media is not a flex anymore. But they have a really weak, they took the negative impact to the extremes. That's why I don't care in getting famous anymore. Creating a positive impact in the community, because that's what we need right now, especially with what's happening in the Philippines. We need stronger leaders. We need better entrepreneurs. People who are willing to develop the 7 qualities we are talking about in this video. Number 4, stress tolerance. Because if you cannot handle stress, you cannot handle success. You have to understand that you have to master a lot of things. Huh? Number 1, you have to master yourself. You have to master your decisions. Because if you can do that, you can master relationships, your emotions, systems in your business. Because look, I'll do my best to make you understand that when you are starting a business, you as a person right here, even without the business, there are times that our lives are already stressful. Right? Mistress na agad tayo. Stress tayo sa social media, stress tayo sa nangyayari sa Pilipinas, stress tayo sa mga scammers. Na-realize natin na ang totoong scammers nasa gobyerno, nasa flood control, na sobrang nakakainis, na napakasakit. Tama? We had been suffering because of flood control projects, right? And that's already stressful. Not to mention our own lives, families, friends. Hindi natin mabili yung mga gusto natin. So managing our own stress is already stressful. But here's the reality. If you cannot handle this, when you build a business or start your business, of course, you have to handle customers. You have to handle problems. You have to negotiate. You have to negotiate with suppliers or maybe build your own. When you start your marketing campaigns, maybe create content, you will receive a lot of hate, negative comments. Pag nagsisimula ka pa lang, pwedeng negative feedbacks. Of course, when you start the business, it can be risky for you. So you have to handle the risk as well. When you try to survive the business, it will so stressful because again, trying to survive your own personal life is already hard. Sariling expenses mo pa lang. Ngayon, nadagdagan yung expenses mo. Nadagdagan yung problema mo. Right? When you start building a team, when you make profits, pwede kang magkamali. Pwede kang magkamali ng desisyon. So, babalik ka sa survival. Pwede kang bumalik sa simula. You can start over here. And then make profit again and be in this cycle over and over, and that can be stressful because again, you are spending time, effort, money, and maybe you are sacrificing a lot already. And dumadating sa point na mag-e-expand ka, mag-hire ka ng mga tao. Naintindihan mo na kailangan mo ng systems. But as you build the systems, again, nag-hire ka ng tao, nawawala, nag-hire ka ng tao, niloko ka, nabawasan yung profit mo, survival ka ulit, and pwede magsimula ka na naman. Nag-build ka na ng system, nasira ng mga empleyado mo, ang dami na namang problema, ang daming error, di nyo na pwede masisigo, ba't ganito? Kinaganapan ko lang na natural. So basically, iikot ka na naman dito. And this right here is stressful. So you have to understand na pag nagpaikot-ikot ka dyan, number 1, you are not learning your lesson. Maybe you are not yet growing. So you have to grow your tolerance for stress so that you can handle success. Para mas maintindihan natin, guys, kung hahatiin natin to, if success is right here, and stress is right here, so bumabagsak tayo dito sa level na to, ganyan din yung magiging level ng success na meron ka. Kasi yan yung kaya mong i-handle na stress. Because during stress, again, you get to have clarity. Napifilter kung sino talaga yung mga taong mapagkakatiwalaan mo, yung mga kasama mo. Mas nakikilala mo yung sarili mo at mas naiintindihan mo yung mga bagay na may meaning sa'yo. Things that are important to you. Okay? I'm gonna use the other side here. Na, let's just say this is the waterline right here. Okay? And the waterline means depression, anxiety, fear, resentment, doubt. hate, puot. So if you are on top of this, right? Of course, you're gonna see a lot of distractions, You feel successful, you feel on top of everything. You will be distracted by media, social media, maybe fun and games, vices, men, women, boys, girls, issues, negativity. Basically, you will be distracted by a lot of stuff. You will be distracted by all the choices you can do. And you will be misaligned. And because of that, babagsak at babagsak ka. Pero, kapag nalulunod ka na, dito, may isip mo ba yung episode ng pinapanood mo? May isip mo ba yung issue? Wala ka nang naiisip na distraction, vices. Hindi ka na distracted. Hindi ka na madidistract ng kahit na anong bagay because wala ka nang ibang nasa isip kundi paano ka makaka-recover. All you think about and all you care about is how to survive, how to breathe. And in this moment, you will reflect what's meaningful to you. What do you really want? Who are the people willing to save you? Willing to go through all the hate, despair, negativity, toxicity just to save you? Who will swim with you in the struggles and failures? Sinong mag-aahon sa'yo? Diyan mo makikilala yung mga tao. The main reason why nai-stress tayo is for us to be aligned. So this is alignment. Once you are aligned, the moment that you can tolerate this much stress, you can now handle success. So kung marami kang stress ngayon, it's okay. Always remember that in every crisis, there is always an opportunity. So if you're suffering right now, if you are facing a lot of challenges, maybe you are trying to solve problems, it can be a blessing in disguise if you will learn from it. If you will build stress tolerance. Because when you become successful, here you have the freedom. Here you have choices. But understand that there will be people around you who can also be distracted. That is why you have to learn how to handle stress so you can handle people, handle systems, handle your customers, handle all the problems. Because earning millions is one thing, but sustaining it is another thing. Mahirap pong i-sustain. You have to learn how to handle stress. Basically, handle yourself. Number 5, state management. So, state management means that you have to learn how to handle your state, no? So, sulat natin dito. State management. So, if we're gonna draw this, again, it's the alam na natin yan, no? The mind, the heart, and the body. Okay, the thoughts, emotions, and actions. Ay, mali. Dito yung actions, guys. Yan. Dito yung thoughts. Baliktad. Okay. So, na-stress ako doon. We have to learn how to handle it. But anyway, thoughts, emotions, actions. Okay? So, the thing is, you have to learn how to manage your own state. Okay, your mental state. That's mental toughness. You have to learn how to handle stress. That may be handling mind. That may be handling your own mind, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions as well. So, kanina, we talked about toughness, mental toughness, being able to handle stress. Here, being able to manage it, in a sense, baguhin yung iniisip mo. Change how you feel. Change what you are thinking. Change the patterns of physiology. So there are 3 levels to this, no? The first level is what we call you can change. Basically, kaya mong magbago. So pag na-stress ka, kaya mong baguhin. Kapag hindi ka okay, kaya mong baguhin. Kapag sobrang negative ng iniisip mo, kaya mong baguhin. But the problem with most people is, kaya na nang baguhin, pero it will take a day or 3 days. Or for some people, 3 years. It will take years bago nila baguhin yung nararamdaman nila. Ilang taon, dala-dala pa rin nila yung pagiging victim nila, yung mga masasakit na nangyari sa kanila. That's the first level. Because some people cannot even change. Baon-baon na nila sa langit yung mga masasakit na alaala nila. Ang dala pa rin nila negativity and toxicity because they are not willing to change. The next level is you can change right away. Ibig sabihin, kaya mong magbago in a snap. Hindi ka okay ngayon, kaya mong biglang okay ka. Nag-away ka ng jowa mo, pero in a snap, you can change how you feel, how you think, your physiology, so you can close the deal. Kaya mong mag-show up, kaya mong humarap sa mga tao regardless of how you feel. That's the second level, and this will bring you millions of money if you can handle your emotions right away. But here's the catch, guys. Level 3 is you can change or influence the environment. Ibig sabihin, kaya mong impluwensyahan yung environment. And for most people, for most of us, pag malungkot yung place, nalulungkot din tayo, nai-impluwensyahan tayo. Pag negative yung place, nai-impluwensyahan tayo. But the third level of mastery in state management is you can influence the environment. Na malungkot sila, pag dumating ka, masaya sila. That maybe a lot of people are doubting, a lot of people have fears, pero pagdating mo, they feel secured, they feel warm, they feel confident around you. That's the highest level of mastery when it comes to state management. Maybe may kilala kang leader sa buhay mo na kaya niyang baguhin yung environment because he is the environment, he is the culture. So the idea is the mental toughness and the stress tolerance is for you as a person because you are trying to become a highly successful, a highly effective entrepreneur. But when it comes to building a team, building high-performance leaders under your organization, you have to learn how to manage their state. You have to learn how to build a culture, a structure, systems that will put your team in the right state. In the right state of mind, emotional state, and most importantly, physical state. Yung tipong mapapahataw sila. Yung tipong sisipagin sila and they will be productive. That way, you can also influence the customers and clients. And this will bring you sales. This will help you build your business. Number 6 is speed. Because speed is king. The idea here is how quick can you decide? How quick can you execute once you are able to learn a certain strategy? How quick can you stand when you fall? How quick can you recover when you fail? So, gano'n ka kabilis mag-execute? And I've seen this to a lot of billionaires. And again, because of my skill set, I have the privilege to mentor and to connect with billionaires. At isa sa napansin ko sa mga bilyonaryo, sobrang bilis na lang mag-take ng action. Na nagkikwentuhan lang kami ngayon, may narinig siya sa akin kakaiba. Right there, in that moment, he asked me to repeat what I said and he made the call to execute right now. Like, ngayon mismo, gawin nyo to, itry nyo tong sistema na to na sinasabi ni MJ Lopez. So that he can get feedbacks habang magkasama pa lang kami. It's like they're so quick in making decisions and they are certain with what they are doing. And that's the problem with most people. Yes, I understand that it's really painful when we fail, when we are betrayed. It's really painful when we are facing challenges right now. I know how you feel. I've been there. But you also have to understand that you don't have to stay there. You can feel that, okay? You can acknowledge your emotions, but you cannot stay there. Pwede mong daanan yung negativity, pwede mong daanan yung bigat, pero huwag niyong tambayan. That's the problem. Nasaktan na tayo isang beses, ikikip pa natin yung sakit. Samantalang pwede na natin silang patawarin so that we can move on and we can learn from it. I say, a lot of us, a lot of you guys. So if you are watching this video, I honor and appreciate you because it's obvious that you wanna learn. You wanna grow. It's obvious. It's just common sense. Kung umabot ka sa number 6, seryoso ka, gusto mong matuto. But most people who are watching this video and watching a lot of my videos, yes, they are learning. But are they taking massive action right away? Are you willing to take action right now? Or later after watching this video? Are you an action taker? Do you have speed? Mabilis ka ba mag-take ng action? O baka naman i-overthink mo pa yung natutunan mo, tapos bago ka makapag-decide, bago ka makapag-take ng action, may next podcast episode na. Or may bago ka napanood na shorts from us. So, o baka naman sobrang dami mong mentor, sobrang dami mong pinapanood, so lalo ka ngayong nalilito kung ano bang i-execute mo. Remember, speed is king. Money is not king anymore. Okay? Before, money is king, right? I've been telling people that so that you have the negotiating power in terms of business. But right now, speed is king. Because speed will bring you more money. And yes, number 7, highly successful entrepreneurs embraces change. Yes. Ang bilis magbago ng mundo ngayon. Ang bilis mag-grow ng technology. Ang bilis ng innovation. And the problem with most people is, hindi willing magbago kasi tumalab na yung lumang strategy, ayaw na nilang i-innovate. Understand that change is constant. Pero humahaba yung buhok natin, humahaba yung kuko, tumatanda tayo, nagbabago panahon, everything is changing. So you also have to adapt to change. As entrepreneurs, dapat willing kang magbago. Because for things to change, you have to change. For the external factors of our life to change, dapat tayo mismo willing magbago. And that's the main reason why people who are more successful tend to learn more, tend to invest more in themselves. Yung mga mas mayayaman, mas busy sila, mas marami silang problema, mas marami silang hinahandle, mas mataas yung risk nila kasi isang pagkakamali lang pwedeng maubos lahat. Pero sila yung naglalaan ng time para matuto. And here's the good news. Maybe tinatamaan tayo sa mga ideas, maybe tinatamaan tayo sa mga qualities na pinag-usapan natin dito. I understand, right? At some point, pwedeng na-real talk tayo, pwedeng nasaktan tayo, pwedeng naging confident tayo kasi maybe you have these traits. But the good news is, you can develop these traits. And these are the qualities and traits you will learn in our courses, especially Ultimate Mastery, sa mga mastermind sessions natin, sa courses, at sa community itself. Guys, I'm here to tell you that we are creating massive results right now. I don't have the largest community, but the quality is different, guys. You know? Iba yung quality ng mga students natin. Iba yung quality ng community natin, guys. Iba yung topic sa mastermind. And mind you, when we say live mastermind, I am there live. Okay? It's not a recorded session. It's live. Yes, we record it para pwede nyong balikan. So when you enroll now, you can rewatch all the mastermind sessions from the past. You can binge watch it so that you can see the journeys of the hyper-successful students that we have now. Yes, pwede nyong masaksihan yung journey nila kung paano sila nagsimula sa Success Blueprint and Ultimate Mastery. Makikita nyo yung resibo. But the thing is, a lot of the courses now, yung mga weekly sessions, aminin na natin, alam nyo yan. Most of the mentors now are trying to automate everything. Kasi nga, gustong kumita. I understand that. But I also want you to understand that I love what I do. I love doing this. That is why every week I show up for my students. Every day I answer questions. Sumasagot ako sa mga GCs. Sumasagot ako sa mga tanong. Nagsasend ako ng videos, voice messages. Because we are here to serve. Mapapansin nyo rin na hindi ako mahilig kumuha ng mga taong sikat. You know, tas kunwari itatransform ko yung buhay nila. Kasi in our community, I'm not trying to get icons. I am building icons. I am building leaders. Even if you are from another country, 70% of our students nasa ibang bansa because the mastermind sessions are extremely immersive. Ang nakakatawa dito, may mga tao from other countries dumadayo pa dito para lang makinig. Yung iba bumibili pa ng properties na malapit dito because of the value we are creating in their lives. So happy and grateful now, and I want you to be part of it. I want you to be part of our growing community habang mura pa, habang nakapromo pa ang Ultimate Mastery. Because again, speed is king. So you have to decide right now. So yun lang guys, this is the end of the podcast, and always remember that everything good starts with a yes. And yes, yun yung Sam J. Lopez, and see you soon.